SVSA Culture Night 2011. This annual performance, which highlights Vietnamese culture and traditions through skits, dances, and a fashion show, is SVSA's largest event of the year. We are honored to have you join us for this year's show.
The theme for this year is Ngày xưa chuyện cổ tích, or Once Upon a Time, Fairy Tales of Our Past. Students in SVSA and in the wider Stanford community have been hard at work for the past few weeks practicing skits and dances that focus on different Vietnamese myths and legends, and we hope you enjoy the performances.
For tonight's flag ceremony, you will see that we have chosen to display the old flag of the Republic of Vietnam. Although the flag of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam is formally recognized in the international community, the overseas Vietnamese population chooses to acknowledge the old yellow flag with 3 red stripes.
For many of us, it stands for the hardships our parents overcame to begin new lives in the U.S., and we grew up with this flag as a representation of our roots and culture. Known as the Vietnamese Heritage and Freedom Flag, the flag of Old South Vietnam is widely recognized as a symbol of Vietnamese American community, and as such, it is a flag that we have chosen to represent the Vietnamese Student Association today.
So before we start with some stuff, we'd like to do a roll call. So let's see what schools are out here. UC Davis, where are you guys? San Jose State? Berkeley, where are you guys? And anybody missing about Stanford? All right, so now we would like to ask you to rise for the U.S. National Anthem. And now for the Kup Kat Nam Kam Hoa, the anthem of the Old South Vietnamese Republic.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ
now, just a friendly reminder, please silence your phones for the duration of the event. Thank you.
Xin quý vị tắt điện thoại di động.
Ask any Vietnamese about the origin of her people, and most likely she will tell you that they were born of a dragon and a fairy. Certainly this is an unscientific explanation, but the power of the myth is such that no Vietnamese would ever deny believing in it, at least to a certain extent. Regardless of religious belief, whether Buddhism, Catholicism, Protestantism, or Taoism, all Vietnamese share the conviction that their ancestors came from the same source, originated from the same womb. Hence they call one another Dong Bao. It is the power of the myths like this that has sustained the Vietnamese throughout history, that has kept them together despite their differences. Mountains of evidence of the flow of time will never change their unshakable belief in the common origin of their people. Thousands of years ago, the king of Sikli married a princess from Dong Bien Lake. Because of the water princess's mystical origin, their son, Lac Long Guan, also belonged to the line of the dragons. Lac Long Guan demonstrated superhuman strength from a very young age, and often used his gift to protect his people from invading monsters. Upon adulthood, he succeeded his father as the king of the Lac Lake tribe. One day, De Lai, a mountain god, took his daughter, Olga, to visit the lowlands. Herself of mystical origins, Olga was renowned for her grace and beauty. During the visit, the young Olga and Lac Long Guan met and immediately fell in love. Admiring Lac Long Guan's talent, De Lai was delighted to marry his daughter to the Dragon King. 1 year later, Olga became pregnant and gave birth to a membranous sac. The sac kept getting larger and larger and larger, and it burst on the 7th day. There were 100 eggs within the sac, and they hatched into 100 beautiful children. Not only were the babies exceptionally beautiful, they also grew much faster than normal children. Within a few years, Olga and Lac Long Guan's magical children had grown into young, brave men and kind young women. But despite her beautiful children, Olga was not entirely happy. Lac Long Guan, as the son of a water goddess, preferred to live underwater. This watery environment did not suit his wife, who spent most of her time on land. Separated from her husband for long periods, Olga grew lonely and homesick. She began to dream of her lofty native land. "I miss the mountains of my birth," sighed Olga. Lac Long Guan looked at his wife sadly. Finally, he reached a decision. "I am a sea dragon by nature," he said. "You, my wife, are a mountain fairy. Our habits and needs are different, and we must live apart. It is difficult, but at least we have had our time together." Then he turned to their children. "Half of you," said he, "will accompany your mother to the mountains, and half of you will live beside the sea with me. If either group should ever face grave danger, the other group will come to their aid." So, Lac Long Guan took 50 children to the coast and divided the areas to govern.